Hey, I'm RJ. I'm going to help you optimize render effects for your specific system to make sure you're getting maximum speed and quality out of the software. To do that, I'm going to walk you through 1. Knowing your machine and your specs, 2. Picking the right model and render effects based on those specs, and 3. Fine-tuning the settings and dials and render effects to optimize your performance. And later, I'm going to give you a really helpful workflow strategy for your projects to maximize efficiency. So, when you install render effects, your first task is to download a model to work with. We have 4 core models and 17 variants that will run on almost any system, but which model to download? To figure that out, you need to know your system specs. Let's head over to Windows Task Manager by hitting Control-Shift-Escape. In Task Manager, we go to Performance, and here's everything we need to jot down in order to pick the right model to download and render effects. First, GPU or CPU. Are you going to run render effects from your main brain of your computer, or do you have a graphics card on your system? A graphics card is ideal, but render effects has 17 model variants for this very reason. It'll run on basically any system. So write down the make of your CPU, NVIDIA, Intel, AMD. If you've got a graphics card, write down the make of your graphics card. Your graphics card model, it says it right there. You need to know your system's memory or RAM listed right there, and your GPU's VRAM or video memory, there it is right there. Now let's head back over to Render Effects and choose a model based on your specs. When you install Render Effects, it first opens to a blank interface. This is called a Type B personality. Let's zoom that in. And we hit the Get Models button to access the Model Hub, and we see the model cards of the 4 core models. So pay attention to the bullets here. The cards are going to tip you off to what each model specializes in stylistically and what each model can handle in terms of CPU or GPU. So choose based on your style and your system. We're going to choose Turbo because I wanna. Now we land on the hardware manufacturer page and we choose the make of your CPU or your GPU, which takes us to the compute unit page where we select which processor we want, GPU, CPU, and then it takes us to the variant page. So sometimes you will have a single choice here and sometimes you'll have multiple choices, like in this case. The cards have all of the info that you're going to need to help you make the right choice. Okay, click to download, and you'll see it downloading here in the Inventory tab, along with any other models you've got in the queue. When your download is complete, you'll get a prompt and you'll be asked to restart now or later to activate the model. Now, when you restart, the Render Effects UI is active and you're ready to create. Look at this, I already made a flamingo type thing. Next, we optimize the model for speed and quality by learning about the settings. What is affecting your speed and quality most is running a model that doesn't line up well with your RAM or your VRAM. So here's 4 settings that you can use to control those factors. First, image resolution. Dropping the resolution will increase the speed of image generation. Next, here's a handy checkbox for NVIDIA card people only that says Reduce GPU memory usage. You hit this button when you are short on VRAM but heavy on regular RAM, and the software will split the load differently so that your RAM does the heavy lifting instead of your VRAM, but only for NVIDIA cards. Next is the step slider back on the main interface. Adjust the number of steps taken to generate results. More steps is higher quality but slower, fewer steps is lower quality but faster. And finally, upscale. Enhances image resolution and clarity, but increases processing time and may smooth some textures. So, a 4th way to control the speed of image generation. So, a really good strategy for efficient creation is to keep the image resolution and the step slider low for maximum speed while you dial in the prompt until you get the result you're looking for, and then experiment with increasing the resolution and the step slider until you get the quality of image that you're looking for. Prototype for speed, and then finalize for quality. All of that said, experimentation is the key to everything in all of life, by the way. Try a bunch of models and variants and play with the settings until you get the right one. It's all unlimited credits right on your system, so keep it playful. Any technology requires curiosity and experimentation. Okay, Go make something.